Okay, so we are back here. We're going to take a look at the calendar. It is here under the syllabus. The calendar, again, is identical for all classes, no matter what section we're in. Let me make this a little bigger. I will show this to you every day at the beginning of class. It is very, very clear on, what is going on. So here we are at the beginning of the semester. When I'm making this recording, of course, is a little bit late. So today is January 23rd. So we are actually, because we've had a snow day this week and MLK Day, we've missed this entire week of classes. So these due dates are a little bit off. Quiz 1, quiz 2, your goal statement, and quizzes 3, 4, and 8 will all be due next Sunday, February 2nd. Okay, so we will talk about this again on Monday, but I'm going to go over all of the things that we would have covered today in a lecture, and and then I'll go over your quizzes, and you'll be ready to take those quizzes so we can kind of jump into course material for next week when it's appropriate. And we'll talk about your goal statement as well. So moving on, each one of these titles in these things, this is in these boxes, this is a title of a chapter, and the chapters are here. So you'll see this, quiz 3, 4, and 8 is obviously covered in these previous chapters. And then you're never going to get quizzed over something we haven't covered in class, so don't worry about that. All the way over here, February 5th, this upper body back, that's the first day we'll hit the weights, and we'll cover upper body that day. We will see, we're going to do demos for the next 4 or 5 or 6 classes after that. Anytime there's a body part, or a section of the body mentioned, that's the body part that we're covering that day. We'll do 4 or 5 weeks of demos and working out. You don't have to work out that part of the body, of course. In class you can work out whatever you want, but those are the days the demos will happen, and they'll have their quizzes that go with them. And then you'll see here February 24th for real? Let me check a calendar really quickly. It is February 24th. We will not have class that day. I am running a marathon the day before that, and so I'm traveling that day. So no class for us. We'll make it up for on this Wednesday. We'll be back in class, and we'll do lower body and core demos that day. That'll be the last day of exercise demonstration before we move on to the midterm, and then basically just working out for the rest of the semester. So that midterm review will be on Monday, March 3rd. I will lead you through the test and what is expected of you. And then Wednesday, we will all meet with our number 2 pencils and Scantron 882E forms in room 110, the computer lab. And we'll take our tests that day. You'll have the next week off for spring break, which will be wonderful, I'm sure. And then when we come back that week, we'll review our midterm and work out. And then, from there, it's pretty much just coasting to the end of the semester. That's when you really start to have more assignments due. We'll talk about nutrition. You'll do your nutrition support plan. We'll talk about how to build your own workout program. And then you will have a workout program designed for yourself due. We will not have class on this day, the 23rd. I think that was a mistake, but we're just going to go with it. If you want to, it'll be optional or something like that, maybe a makeup class. And then that last week of classes, we are going to do our final exam review April 28th, and then April 30th, we'll have our final exam in that same room, 110. Again, number 2 pencils, Scantron 882E, and then your exercise video will be the last thing that's due. It'll be due that May 4th by 11:59. So then I can do all my grades, and y'all can get out of town for the summer or whatever. So that's our schedule. And let me see, let's get out of there. And that's what that looks like. So Let me take you quickly through the rest of this Blackboard. So here, here are our chapter notes. If you open this little box here, I have PowerPoints for like every single chapter that's not specifically exercise demonstration geared. I don't have a chapter 14 yet, but we'll cover that when we get there. I will put these videos under this first day intro tab, and then I'm going to cover a couple of chapters. And if I have a video lecture, I'll put it under the chapter PowerPoint. So there's that. Underneath our chapter notes, we have quizzes. Like I said, all of your quizzes link directly to Kendall Hunt. So these will take you to your quiz. I hope it'll take me someplace different, but don't worry about that. It should for you look slightly different and take you to your quiz, and then you can take your quiz, and when it's done, it'll populate your grade book. And if it's not, please let me know so that I can try to figure out what's going on with that. Also down here at the bottom is your list of assignments. So you have, and I have updated all the due dates on these. Your goal statement here, you can take a look at it and you will submit in here. Instructions are given and then you'll submit. This lab 6.1 goes with this nutrition support plan. So you have to do that before you do that. We actually do the lab in class so that you're ready to jump into your nutrition support plan. Lab 13.1, same thing. It's a wellness inventory that kind of gives you a good starting point before you head into your workout program design. Here's a place to submit your exercise instruction video, and then your midterm exam and final exam are on here only to give you dates and instructions, and then also put them in your gradebook. So, but these are, if you look in here, these are administered offline. So this is not something you submit or take online. This is something you come and take, and then I put the grade in. This idea evaluation, these are the course evals that are given at the end of every semester, and the due date will be updated for that when I know what the due date is. But you know, we highly recommend that you submit these course evals, and I will give you some kind of bonus and make sure that you have a, you know, either bonus points or, you know, maybe you get an absence back or something like that. If you submit to me proof that you did your eval. I don't want to know, of course, what you said because they're all anonymous, but you know, just send me a screenshot of what it looks like. This is one that I did last semester, and yeah, that's all I want from you, is that showing that it was complete. Anyway, okay, so that's Blackboard. If you need anything or have any questions on this, please let me know, and I will answer whenever I can. I think that's all I've got for you. And I guess I'll see you in class.